start guessing, you reward them so that they have confidence not only on the tarp, on the bridge, over the creek, through the creek, but leading up to, over, through, and exiting. They have the confidence in all those spots, and they have the trust in you that even if it changes, it's a different creek, a different bridge, a different colored tarp, that, okay, I have one little thing that's a little bit different here, but I think I can still do it. You see, if your horse looks like it's insecure, hesitant, or inconsistent, it doesn't mean they're being difficult. It might just mean that they're a little bit confused. I was trying to think of the best way for me to make this video, and we're going to try this. We're going to just kind of talk through a few things while I'm getting Jazz together to ride her for the day. And hopefully it makes some sense. So first off, I want to define guessing, my definition of guessing. And that to me is any time that my horse is kind of going in the right direction, there's not tension or worry or bracing going on, and it's like they're almost ready to go over the bridge or through the car wash or whatever we need them to go through the creek, but they haven't quite committed to it yet. That is really a perfect definition to me of what guessing is with them. They don't have 100% trust in you, themselves, or what's in front of them. Now, before we go much further, there's a couple other areas that are similar, but they don't have all the same characteristics. One is they are afraid or scared of the creek, the bridge, or whatever it is in front of them. Those horses are going to have a lot of tension. They're not going to be in a receptive place. They're going to be just heightened and worried and wanting to save their own skin. They don't trust you, they don't trust the situation, and they don't trust what's in front of them, so their confidence is not going to be there and not helpful to you. The third is those obstacles, those scary things are places of pressure. And those places of pressure are created by us. And that is a shame. And to be honest, I see that more than I care to admit. It's in more horses than it should be. So why does that happen? Usually, in the guessing phase, there's too much pressure put on them. And so they start to go over it, and the pressure comes on, and then now there's a big square tarp in the arena that says this is a pressure spot, not a release. When they're in fear mode, there's pressure not only on it, but anywhere around it, because you want them to go over the tarp, let's just say. Then you never are able to get to that guessing phase. It's automatically just a big scary thing, but it's not that they're necessarily afraid of it. They know that pressure is there. So we lose the guessing. And I fixed horses that way, that have those issues on both of them. It just takes a lot longer usually, because they have to trust me first. Once they trust me, then as long as my timing is good, as long as I take my steps, we can get over that. But they're never as good. Most of the time, they're never as good as a horse that when they start guessing, you reward them so that they have confidence not only on the tarp, on the bridge, over the creek, through the creek, but leading up to, over, through, and exiting. They have the confidence in all those spots, and they have the trust in you that even if it changes, it's a different creek, a different bridge, a different colored tarp, that, okay, I have one little thing that's a little bit different here, but I think I can still do it because she's gonna let me process, and then we can go over it. And the more times that happens, the less guessing, the more the horse is ready and willing to go over and through new things. One of the things that I just touched on that really kills that guessing, that ability to guess and trust that you're going to let them process and lead them to be successful, is the timing and use of our body language, our energy, intention, and our tools. So the better we are with those things, the better our horse is going to be. So when we find ourselves struggling on those, we need to look at our body language, look at our tools and what our tools are doing, and feel our intention. If our intention to go over the bridge is scary to us, the horse is feeding off of that, and it might be scary to them. Not all horses work that way, but some do. So I just find it easy when I'm working with students that have those issues, regardless if it's a timing issue or something going wrong with the tools, or maybe there's a little bit of energy or intention that there's some issues. I will focus on one of those. Usually I'll pick the strongest one to help strengthen the medium area, and the medium and the strong can both help the weakest part come along. So finding a way to do that on your own is very much the taking something away, doing a little bit less. What can you get done with just your lead rope on your halter? What can you get done with a whip, and what can you get done with a flag? What can you get done with just turning your horses loose and working them at liberty, where you have nothing but primarily body language controlling and telling your horse what to do and where to go. So as you take those things apart and put them together, and take them apart and put them together, and find those weak pieces, and then put them together to make one strong one, you'll find that all the pieces just get a little bit better. One of the other pieces that we run into a lot, and it's not just our horses, but ourselves, and that's emotional noise, tension, fear, things like that. That's emotional noise that causes our timing to be bad. Maybe get that last lick in when the horse is being naughty, and it's not really being naughty, it just doesn't understand. So then that creates tension and resistance and confusion, and loses some of the willingness in the horses. So we have to be very aware of that. It's very important. And it's kind of like if your body is a giant antenna and you're afraid of something or you're angry at something, it is just going out there into the world. And what's the first thing that's going to receive it? Your horse. So we have to make sure that we're in control of the body. And you can be afraid, and you can do it afraid or angry, but don't be in control of your body so that it doesn't come out through your body. And then that way, if it does have anything that goes on, any worry, tension, all those pieces that come out are no longer you. You're now receiving the antenna from all the pieces from your horse. That way you can make a change and make a difference with those and encourage them to be a little more open with their emotions and their feelings. I know that sounds like some sort of psychology thing, but that is, it adds to the trust and the willingness that your horses provide to you. Oh, there wasn't a lot of actual. So I know there wasn't a whole lot of actual demonstration, mostly just me talking. But the best thing you can do when you find yourself in these spots and you want to do what's best for your horse, you want to know if they're guessing or not, is to simplify what's going on. Take things away, change them around, move them around, and see where the glitch is. See, a lot of times it's not a problem for a horse to guess. It's not a bad thing, and they shouldn't be punished for it. But they should be recognized for it so that we can make those next steps, so we can keep a positive, confident horse and not have these little glitches here and there where they're great going over a bridge, but they're scared to death to go over a tarp. So I hope that this helps. Give Jazz a good job for putting up with my stuff on trying to make these videos. I know it's got to be a bit confusing for her. Enjoy your day, enjoy your ride, enjoy your horses, and enjoy your lives. And we will see you again next week.